Be the envy of the neighborhood. 860 KKAT, where the grass is always greener. Welcome to Gardening Utah. Here's composter and show hoster, Jenna Francis.
Welcome to Gardening Utah. I am your host, Jenna Francis. Every week here on Gardening Utah, we will be giving you gardening inspiration and advice from experts across the state, from everything from how to plant, when to prune and fertilize everything from vegetables, flowers, trees, shrubs, and of course, your lawn. On today's show, we'll be talking with guest Lorene Boutner of Mill Creek Gardens, and I'm so excited to tell you more about her in just a minute. We will be giving you all the inspiration you need to start seeds indoors. The planting bug hits you this time of year, doesn't it? We're excited for spring, and what do we do to get a sense of the upcoming warmer weather and growing season? We start some seeds. So we'll get into all of that with Lorene. And we'll also learn some fascinating information about Mill Creek Gardens. I was there recently for a visit and learned some really inspiring things that I cannot wait to share with you. But first, let's get into the tip of the week.
860 KKAT with your Gardening Utah tip of the week.
My tip of the week is learn your frost dates. Now, what do I mean by frost dates? Frost dates are the average last spring frost and suggested vegetable planting dates for your location in Utah. And as I'm sure you can imagine, they vary tremendously depending on the city you live in. For example, Moab's last frost date is April 18th, where Woodruff's is June 26th. So it really makes a lot of sense to find out exactly what the average frost date for your city is. Pretty soon, we're all going to be seeing vegetables and annual flowers and other plants in all the garden centers. And yet up until around Mother's Day, at least in, Salt Lake City in May, it can still freeze. So we don't want to waste our time and money buying and planting plants that will be impacted by the frost. And that was the tip of the week.
Never miss a tip for your garden and never miss an episode. The Gardening Utah Podcast with Jenna Francis at 860kkat.com/garden. Here's Jenna Francis.
On today's show, we'll be talking with our guest, Lorene Boutner of Mill Creek Gardens.
Hey, good morning. Just remember, every day is a great day at Mill Creek Gardens.
That's right. Thank you so much for being our first guest on Gardening Utah.
My pleasure.
I mean, I recently paid a visit to Mill Creek Gardens, and in fact, I've bought plants there for years and years.
Thank you.
So I recently was at Mill Creek Gardens, where every day is a great day, of course. And I was able to talk to you while I was there, and I learned so many fascinating things that I really wanted to share with our listeners. And you told me about your mission while I was there, and I loved it so much.
Part of the mission statement of my life is to connect people and plants and do it in the funnest way possible. So remember when I showed you those primroses, those yellow primroses, and I said, okay, what do these smell like? And you're like, oh, I'm not sure. And I say, how about Fruit Loops? And you went, oh, Fruit Loops, that's it. And so that's just one of those things. Now, I have a group of herbs here this morning. There's little cuttings of herbs. And
I love these.
There's this is going to be the chocolate mint. And you smell that and you just go, oh, that is just has so much energy to it. You can float it in a drink. You can cut it up in salad. And a wonderful plant that is the easiest thing to grow. And it is extremely healthy for us. It gives us energy and vitamins that it's a super high energy plant.
Oh, I love mint. And this variety I do not have. So you said chocolate mint, correct?
Yes.
This smells phenomenal. I know that you can't smell it out there, but trust me, go to Mill Creek Gardens and smell the chocolate mint. This is incredible. I have to get some.
Well, it's a great plant, and it's also really easy to grow, and it's great for children and families.
One of the things that I love to do with mint, especially when I have too much of it, I like to cut it up, of course, wash it well, but then I put it in ice cubes and freeze it. And it's so fun to just have have some mint ready to go for a drink. It's fun.
Well, we have tons of different types of mints here. In the next couple of months, there'll be many, many coming in. We're going to have the mojito mint, orange mint, apple mint, and probably 20 others. So
orange mint.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to have to come up.
Grapefruit mint, lime mint.
Oh, my word. That's amazing. I've really got to up my mint game. So I will be by to pick up some mint for sure. Some different varieties. I just love it. Well, Lorene, this has been so much fun. I can't wait to have you back on the show. I could talk to you all day about plants. And I think that...
we have some wonderful things that you can be planting right now at Mill Creek Gardens. There's creeping phlox, Arabis, early blooming. and the anemones they're ready to plant, as well as primroses and pansies and perennials. Now's
Love
a
it.
great time to get your planning going in the garden.
Thank you so much, Lorraine Boutner of Mill Creek Gardens, where every day is a great day.
Every day is a great day at Mill Creek Gardens.
Thank you for listening, everyone. Join us next week when we talk about when and how to prune roses, and we go over a garden checklist with horticulturist Biuna Tomolino.
Have a great day.
When you're ready to grow big or go home, make your neighbors green with envy. Get the Gardening in Utah podcast, Gardening Utah, available wherever you get your podcasts and at 860kkat.com/garden.